Bigbossjock, day 63 of the protest, episode 38 of the radio show. Protest out here in front of the F.B.I. field office, me playing the part of Bozo, holding the sign, everyone knows. 63 days, complaining. I'm a sexual assault victim of Yankee Sam. That they sodomized me, sexually assaulted me inside the field office. Sodomy, that is a sexual offense. Here I am, being humiliated again. Radio Rebelde. Soy yo. Gran jefe. 750 kilohertz. AM. Dentro a mí, nuestro único Dios, nuestro Señor, es quien me ayuda a hacer la rima. Y yo digo gracias a nuestro Señor. Continuando, otro día, haciendo la misma cosa. Estoy cansado del trabajo. Demasiado. No. Es como pensar. Estoy... No. Cansado. Que el resto a ellos importa. Y yo decido tomar cuidado con cada palabra. Me escuchan, me graban, ponen en el archivo cada palabra que yo digo. Están escuchando en el mismo momento. Perdóname para toser en el radio. No quiero ser, what is it? I don't know, it's not rudo. I don't know the palabra. Bruto? Yeah, that's you. Because I never knew. That's what they call me. It's real slow. Not gonna be there for another. Who cares? Doesn't matter. And I don't want to hear that. It's up to me to listen to what I listen to. Yeah. I'm not here. There's anything about other things. I'm gonna go back in time when I could do something. Yeah. Other than look at a computer screen, write every day, be humiliated anywhere I go. I do the things like you do. Go shopping. Other than I go to the gym, every place I was sexually assaulted without my awareness. I know, you people are under now. We'll go back and look at some of the other couple hundreds of episodes, and then by now, well, you'll have figured it out. And the regular listeners, they already know. Because they already listen to the other programs. So they're quite familiar with the history. And that way, each episode, I don't have to do a background on every one that I mention, and different events that I've already mentioned many times. And then they're quite well documented. But I know, and I'm guilty also, most people don't read. So, and they don't appreciate my uploads because they don't watch those. So I continue out, because if they did, I wouldn't be walking around being the FBI's bozo out here on the side of the road. That and I don't care. Not much to be proud of being one of Yankee Sam's slaves. I have to say though, I like the cloud cover. I think it makes it cooler, more fresh. Oh please. What's that? Gonna go and go. Oh yeah, go. That's fine. I'm gonna make some spaghetti sauce. How am I gonna do that? I'm gonna take some carrots and I'm gonna cut them and 3/8 of an inch by 3/8 of an inch. And I'm gonna take the celery and do about the same. The onion, that'll be about a half by a half. Yeah. Maybe a little smaller. Yeah, somewhere in there. Just gonna What would it be? It was a half. It was just under that. Well, we had 7. And it was 3. 3 sevens. Maybe 7 parts. Why would I do 3 sevens? I don't know. Just smaller than a half. Half would work also. And 3 or 4 cloves of garlic. Yeah, I would cut that really fine. And the celery. Picadito, like the carrots. Small pieces. Yeah. To speed it up, I take the stalk, cut down the stalk so they're thin strands, about the size that I want them to be when I chop them the other way. Those are done. The carrot, it's round, so I'll make it square. And the parts that I make, take it off to make it square, I'll cut those into thin strips. And then I'll cut the square in the same thickness strips, and then I'll cut those into strips. If they understand. Yeah. So I cut the square into maybe 6 parts, because depending on the thickness, and then take those and do them in 1/4-inch strips. Or what was it going to be? 3/8? Yeah, I think so. So 2 stalks of celery, 2 medium-sized carrots, 1 onion, 3 or 4 cloves of garlic, sausage, Italian sausage, and a pound of sausage and a pound of ground beef. And today it's going to be 2 pounds of sausage because it's been in the freezer and I don't want it in there any longer because then it won't be very flavorful. And normally I do 1 pound of sausage and 1 pound of ground beef. What I've been doing lately, I used to do the ground beef, strain out the fat, put it in some other container. And then I'm going to take my picture. Sure, I appreciate the interest. Maybe I'll put it up on the internet. So back to cooking. I would, now what I do, is I do it the other way. I put the onions in and the carrots with the celery. Don't put the garlic in yet. And cook it down, I do. You can have it your way. That's all of you. I'm just saying mine. I mean, no, there's different techniques. And each to their own because, yeah, some things work for you. I mean, everyone has their own way. So I don't have to worry about burning the garlic. I don't put it in for a while. And I should at least cook for 3 or 4 minutes towards the end. Just keep stirring it often. As we all know, brown garlic, that doesn't taste too good when it burns. And you can turn that color after a while when everything caramelizes. And I cook that pretty good. The onions, the celery, the carrots. More than just sauteed, almost to caramelized. I'd say I caramelized it almost. That far. But not caramelized, but cooked good. Thoroughly. Then I take the meat and I put the meat in with the vegetables. And I just brown the meat. And the grease I strain off. So I push everything to one side of the pan and take the grease off. And then I take 2 cans of tomato sauce and 1 can. It's optional. Have the tomato paste there because sometimes there's the meat has more juice and the vegetables. It's hard to. Sometimes you don't want the sauce too thin. At least I don't. So have the tomato sauce, and depending on how thick you like your sauce, you can add a little bit in there. Thicken it up. Maybe a 1/4 can or 1/2 can. The little cans. But I'm a diabetic. I said it. Now I get not lose my legs. No, I took too long to understand I was a diabetic. No, not that I'll lose my legs. I take that line back. That I'm not trying to look at every day is a fight to keep my legs. I don't get to eat sugar, so I use stevia and put about a tablespoon of stevia in the sauce. And depending on your Italian seasoning, if it's the ones that come in the little bottle that are expensive at the grocery store, those are more strong. So maybe a tablespoon and a half, no more than 2 tablespoons of that. And with my fingers make it more fine. Yeah, and then what else did I put in? I think that's about it. And so I'll kick it down. As you know, that tomato sauce is already boiling and it's bubbling and it's splattering all over the place. So I turned it down and it's on about, well, everyone's stove's different. It's not gas, it's electric, and I'd be down under 2. Low and a half before 2. Is it 1? It's not listed though. I do it right there at low. It's just a little bit above. And put the lid on there and let it simmer for 2 hours. Cook it, not cook it, stir it every now and then, maybe every 20 minutes, half hour, see how it's doing. And when it turns color and it gets really dark, and it thickens up too, because the evaporation, well, the lid's on there, but I'm just saying it does thicken up. Something to think about when you're adding your tomato paste. If you do add. A lot of times I don't. Often. And when it's done, it tastes really good. Yep. And I usually make enough to have it for one night and then another night. No, usually about 4 days worth. But I freeze it 3 days. Yeah. Eat one dinner, have enough for the next day, leftovers, and some other day be able to pull it out for dinner out of the freezer. Put it in plastic containers. So, if I had the money to get the ingredients that I would really want to use, well, red wine. So when you're doing it, then I would do it the other way. Why? Because I can't afford it. Well, it doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I can't afford the red wine. I know, it's $5 a bottle and it'll be gone. John, he's an alcoholic, but he'll say that he didn't drink it. And he got real mad at me and tied me to the tree and tortured me to death. And brought me back. He's real upset. Wow. I want out. Charlie Chien, he never gets to be over 17. I mean, if he got to 18, he'd be an adult. So I have these things programmed into me. A whole lot of abuse. Sexual abuse, torture. So cooking with alcohol is something that I don't get to do, and it's something I know how to do, to cook with. Yeah, sure. I mean, not everything, but if I was going to make a red sauce, spaghetti sauce, then what I would do, I'd do it the other way. Yeah, I would take the meat and cook that first, and I'd store that to the side. I'd take the red wine and put maybe 3 tablespoons and let it reduce down. So take the meat off, put that red wine in there, and let it reduce down. And then throw the vegetables in. Yeah, no, I'd put it at the end of the vegetables. It's been a while since I cooked with it. Yeah. So I'd cook with the vegetables. And I'd add some right in the beginning, but there's nothing sticking to the pan. Phoned. There wouldn't be any phoned because it's only browned the meat. So I'd put the oil, put the vegetables, cook them, and towards the end I'd put the red wine. I would at the beginning a little bit too, like I mentioned. And at the end, and I cook it down. Reduce it by half at least. By half, about there. Yeah. And then I put the sauce in. The meat. Yeah. That's how I do. I don't know if I'd reduce it by half though. Because the vegetables would be in there. But I'd reduce it some. When it looked nice, I'd put it all back in there. Then it would really be nice. And I'd put a little bit of, just a little bit of Worcester sauce. Salsa anglaise, what is it? I don't know, I never get it. Yeah, I would do it that way. Just a little. A teaspoon. Maybe a half a teaspoon. Yeah, not very much. Teaspoon though. I like spaghetti sauce because it goes good with raviolis. Not only linguine, spaghetti, fettuccine. What else is there? Well, I know there's all kinds of names. Italian food? I like Italian food. Maybe I'll talk about that in a while, see? I have something to talk about. Bigbossjock signing off momentarily. My 750. Radio Rebelde. La frecuencia más conocida 750 kilohertz AM. Soy yo, el gran jefe. Al entro a mí, nuestro único Dios, nuestro Señor. Y yo digo gracias por su ayuda y acompañarme aujourd'hui. Le digo gracias a nuestro Señor. Estoy dando mi gracias. Un gracias. I know how to say it in Anglais. Yeah, I'm giving it thanks. Cosas así. Bueno, necesito tomar cuidado. Nuestro Dios. Oh yeah, I'll talk about the mandinga in a moment. Viola! I'm not gonna game friends. Yo, el gran jefe, Armando fuera.